Hello, everyone. My name is Lindsay Ahrens. I'm the Director of Admission at Spire Institute and Academy. I have been in independent school education my entire career and made the transition to Spire a little bit ago. Spire is a very unique school. There's probably very few places like this, but it's a school where student athletes come to train like an elite athlete while taking college preparatory classes. Our goal for our student athletes is when they graduate, they have many more options and opportunities to continue their academic career as well as athletic career at the collegiate level. We really pride ourselves on educating the whole student, and there's a lot of lessons that are learned in the pool, on the track, on the basketball court that are not learned necessarily in the classroom. So we want to educate our students, and we want to send off students who are ready for college, ready for the ups and downs that comes with athletics, and they're ready to be successful. Joining me today, I have Saskia and Charlie. Charlie graduated from Spire last year. He was a postgraduate basketball player. Saskia is going into grade 12 this year. She's a swimmer. At Spire, the sports that we specialize in is swimming, basketball, track and field, wrestling, and we will be adding other sports in the upcoming years. So Saskia, can you give us a quick introduction about who you are?
My name is Saskia. I'm from Meadville, Pennsylvania, and I came to Spire last year because I wanted to just see how far I could go in swimming, and it was a good opportunity since Spire is sort of close to my home.
Super, thank you, Saskia. Charlie, can you give us a little background as to who you are?
Hello, my name is Charlie, and I went to Spire after my senior year of high school for a postgraduate year, just for recruiting and because of COVID. And after now I play Division I basketball at Incarnate Word University.
Super, thank you, thank you. So my first question for both of you is, why did you choose Spire originally? What brought you to us? Charlie, you want to go first?
I just thought that it was a good opportunity to improve my body after seeing the weight room and seeing that and meeting with Coach Craig. I just thought that was a great opportunity to improve my body for the next level. So that's why I did, because the weight room and just the basketball is really next level there, I think.
Saskia, why did you choose Spire?
I chose Spire because I was switching schools after reasons because of COVID. And so Spire gave me the opportunity to have in-person classes, which I think is really important because I do a lot better when I can sit down with a small group of people and a teacher and they can give me instruction in person, as well as the unique scheduling that Spire has, allowing me to train twice a day. And I originally couldn't do that at my old school.
Saskia, can you talk a little bit about, you said that you were drawn to Spire because of the training schedule. Can you tell us what a typical day looks like for a swimmer at Spire?
Yeah, so at least last year, we would wake up and we would either have a lifting session or a swim session. And then we would eat breakfast and get ready for school, go to school, and then have lunch and finish out school. And then for swimmers, we would have about an hour dry land session before we went into our evening session of swimming. And then we would have our dinner and we would do homework and everything before it lights out, and then basically do the same thing the next day.
Okay. And Charlie, you mentioned that you were drawn to Spire. One of the reasons is our strength and conditioning program. Can you tell everyone a little bit about more what our strength and conditioning program is and how it helped you as you moved on to continue in college?
I think that like the strength and conditioning program is a lot like a college atmosphere. At least it is for where I'm at now. It's very, very similar, and it really helped me get ready for a college weight room atmosphere, I think. And it really helped my body too, for the short time that I was there, my body changed a lot, but I just think it's really a college atmosphere.
How did the performance coach assess you when you first arrived and then adjusted what he did to kind of get you as you improved?
When we arrived, we did like a movement and stuff testing to see like what was good with us and what needed improvement. And then he essentially built a weight program that helped us improve our bodies individually. And it wasn't just one big program for everyone. It was built for each and every one of us, had our own individual plan.
Okay. Saskia, how is Spire? You've been to a couple different schools and you were abroad for a year. How is Spire different? Your experience at Spire different from that of the other schools you've gone to?
I would say the main difference would be people's attitudes and their headspace or mind space or whatever you would call it, because here most of the people are very committed to their sport and they know what they want to do and they're very serious about what they want to do in life. While at the other schools that I've been at, it's sort of they do their sport for fun, or they don't really know what they want to do in life. They seem a little bit lost and they're not really determined or eager to go to school or play their sport. But here it's the complete opposite. Everybody wants to wake up every day and practice and put in their best and try a lot in school and just become a better person.
Okay, super. And Spire Institute and Academy is a day and boarding school. So I want to ask a couple of questions just about your experiences in the boarding community. Charlie, being a postgraduate athlete, you live in a different house than Saskia, who's a high school athlete. Charlie, can you talk about what the accommodations are like?
Yeah, so essentially when I was there, we lived in a house, like just a normal house, and it was very nice. And we had, at least in my house, everyone had their own room, and we had a house parent there who took care of us, and if we needed anything, we could talk to him. And then we had shared a living space, and there was a balcony as well where we could hang out upstairs or downstairs with my teammates. And then there was a kitchen where we could cook if we ever needed to.
Okay. And Saskia, as a high school student, can you tell us what your accommodations look like?
Yeah, so our houses are right across the street from where we train and where our school is. So we all live, and the girls live in one house and the guys all live in the other house. I was able to have my own room, my own bathroom last year. And we have a house parent who also lives in the same house as us. And we have a little living space where we all like to go and watch movies and TV together. And then we have our training facility really close. So that was really nice.
Mm-hmm. That brings up another good point. Can you talk about the training facilities? Being a swimmer and a basketball player, you have some similar training facilities that you use, but also vastly different. So Charlie, can you talk about the basketball courts?
Yeah, the basketball courts are very, very nice. There's 4 courts in there, and then the Cavaliers' old court is in there, and it's just very nice. I think it's a high-level facility, and it's just incredible. I don't think words can really describe it. I think you have to see it in person before you can understand how spectacular it is, because I mean, you can just always get in there and get extra work too if that's what you're looking for. So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Saskia, how's the pool?
This pool is the best pool that I've personally ever swam in. Since my old high school was sort of close to Spire, we would have at least one meet here every single year, and everybody always looked forward to it because you would always expect really fast to swim really fast because the pool is incredible. It's so many lanes, a lot more than we're used to, and it's just an amazing facility, and I'm really lucky to train in it.
How has, Charlie, you've gone through the whole college process, college recruiting and application process. How has the coaches at Spire helped you to get to where you are now?
I mean, they were there through the whole recruiting process. So I committed early on when I was at Spire, but they always were asking if I needed anything and how it was going. And then when it came time to sign and do all the paperwork, they helped with all that. And they were just a great help through the whole thing. And their advice really helped me to, I think, make the best decision for myself.
Do you think that one of the best pieces of advice you got from Coach Gravel was?
I just think he always said, just go where the best fit is and where you're wanted and where you can help contribute and not just solely focus on level and how big the school is. I think that stuck with me.
And Saskia, going into your senior year, you've done a lot of work already. Can you talk about what you've done with the college process through your coach as well as the teachers and kind of what you're looking for in the fall?
Yeah, so college is a very scary thing to think about right now, but I've had a lot of help and guidance, not only from my coach, but also our counselor, whether it be from them helping with my transcript and making sure I have enough of my credits and that my grades are there, to setting up SAT dates for me to take during the week so I don't have to miss a practice on the weekend, to sitting down with my coach, going over lists of schools and what I might like and figuring out the fit for me and what would work best for me.
Mm-hmm. And kind of what are you looking forward to this fall, Saskia, as you return into your senior year?
I guess sort of getting done with the college recruitment and college search because it's a little stressful.
It's stressful, but it is certainly worth it. And all of that hard work and trying to find the school that's a right fit for you, not just athletically, but academically and socially is so, so important. So it's worth all of that hard work, Saskia. If the school was, what would you say the personality of Spire is?
I think that it's just a great place, and I think it's very caring, and I think they open their arms to a lot of kids and they really help them a lot. And I think it's a lot of people working really hard to help you reach your goals. That's how I would describe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say pretty much the same thing. Everybody is really personally invested in your success and is helping you with everything that you're doing here, whether it be in the pool or out of the pool. And it's just, it's really great to have all the support and have a huge support system around you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you could change something about Spire, what would you change?
I mean, I don't think I would really change anything. I think it's a unique place and I think it's a special place. And like I said, I think there's a lot of people working really hard to help you reach their goals. So I don't really think there's much that I would change. And I think that it's a very good place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have to agree with that too. Maybe the location because it snows, but besides that, I don't think anything is in need of that much change.
Now, I want to tell everyone, Saskia, actually, she's in her dorm room right now because we couldn't get rid of her this summer. Saskia, can you talk a little bit about how you're helping us this summer?
Yeah, so we get a lot of campers over the summer, whether it be for track, basketball, or swimming. And so my job is to do activities with them at night and show them around the facilities and make sure they have a good time. And then for swimming, I help on the pool deck. I'm just an extra pair of eyes to help see and to help correct their technique and their stroke because I've been working with Dad a lot about what he likes to see in his swimmers and how that should be going. So I just make sure they're doing it right. And then I take campers from places too.
Mm-hmm. What types so we have the sports specific camps, swimming, track and field, basketball, and wrestling. And those camps are very intense training, during the day, but in the evening, Saskia plans a lot of fun things for the kids to do. So what are some of the things that you've planned this summer that you've done with the kids?
All the kids seem to really like kickball, just really, really simple. I teach them a few games that we play, that I played a long time ago in my gymnastics days, just running games, sort of fun, exciting, high energy things. Sometimes the swimmers really enjoy volleyball, even though we're not that good at it. Sharks and minnows and red light, green light, and just silly like gym class games people seem to enjoy because you don't really get to do them a lot.
Good, good. And the swimmers, Saskia worked with all the camps, but I've talked with a couple of the campers and they've really enjoyed the evening activities. So thank you, Saskia, for your help. Charlie, what do you think is the most surprising thing about Spire?
Like I said earlier, I think when I got there, the weight room was very surprising. I mean, it's incredible, and it's just very, very nice. And Coach Wallace is very good at his job, and was very helpful to me. And so that was very surprising. And then the other thing that I would say was like, I got to see the renovation of the gym from what it was to where it is now. And I mean, that was pretty cool too. And then they got the shooting machines in there. So I just think that the facilities were very surprising to me and how nice they are and what a high level of facilities they have. That was surprising to me.
How do they compare to your collegiate facilities?
I mean, it's different because our gym is not really a field house like that, but I mean, the weight room is definitely on a college level. It's incredible. And then the gym where we play, that main court and all the courts, they're well kept and well taken care of. And I mean, it's definitely on a college level.
Mm-hmm. Saskia, what would you say is the most surprising thing when you first came to campus a year ago?
I would say just the amount of people that are here and the amount of people that you get to meet, whether it be people on the kitchen staff or grounds crew, and just all the work that goes into keeping a place like this looking good and running smoothly.
Okay. Saskia, I want to talk a little bit about academics since you've taken classes. Charlie was a postgrad student who did not take classes. What are you looking forward to most with this academic year in the school part of the program?
I'm really looking forward to the AP classes that I'm going to get to take because education is really important to me, and AP classes are something that I really wanted to be able to take because most normal high schools offer AP or IB classes. So I'm just really excited to be able to take them and to get some AP testing done as well.
Mm-hmm. And do you know what AP classes you're taking yet?
I know that I am taking 5, I believe, math, AP calculus, and then an AP science, an AP lit, and then an AP history, and possibly AP German, and then I think there's one other that I'm forgetting.
Okay. Wow. Very cool. It's a tough schedule, but I know you'll be able to handle it. If you were talking to a student who's going to be a new student who's enrolled this August, what advice would you give that student? Charlie, do you want to go first?
I think it would just be to have an open mind, because I feel like it's not necessarily a traditional high school experience, but I mean, if you just have an open mind, and I think you would really, really like it. And I think that you'll grow a lot, not only as an athlete, but as a person as well. And I think it's a really cool experience to see that growth.
Mm-hmm. That's really good advice, to keep an open mind. I like that. Saskia, what advice would you give to a new student?
I would say reach out for help if you need it, because there are so many people here that only want to see you succeed, and they would love to help you if you need it, and you can't go through high school and life alone. And everyone is here to support you and help you through your time here at Spire. So you really should utilize the help because it only makes your time here that much easier.
Mhm. And what would you tell parents as they're dropping their child off to us? What would you tell parents who this is the first time their child is leaving them?
I just think I would tell them that they take very good care of them. And I mean, it's a good place, and there's a lot of people that work really hard to take care of them, and not to worry too much.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I would say just that give them space. They're going to grow and they're going to come back to you being a better person.
I like that. I like that. Well, I really appreciate your time, both of you. Is there anything else that you would like to add to families who are considering Spire? It's okay to say no.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I really appreciate your time. And like I said, Charlie was a postgraduate athlete, and he did exactly what our hope is. He came to us for a period of time. He got better, he got stronger in our performance, our strength and conditioning area. He got connected with coaches, and now he has spent his summer at his college in training camp, and last winter was playing with his team. And so we're so proud of him, and we love success stories like that. And Saskia is going into her senior year, and when I look at who she was when she joined us versus who she is now, she is independent, she is confident, she works, she's one of the hardest working kids in the pool, in the weight room. This girl is dedicated. I can't wait to watch her college application and recruiting process to see where she ends up. And even though both of these individuals have very different stories, I would say the one thing that they have in common is that they love their sport. They love their sport, and they also understand the importance of academics, and they know that both of them go hand in hand. And at Spire, you're going to work really hard in the classroom with a mental skills coach. We didn't even talk about that. Saskia, can you talk a little bit about the work with the mental skills coach?
Yeah, so last year we went to him every Thursday before practice, and we talked about a lot of things. The one that I think is the most important thing we talked about was self-talk and how you treat yourself as an athlete. And we talked about goal setting and why that's so important, and meditation and being able to put yourself in the right mindset when you compete, which is all really, really important as an athlete, especially one where it's high stress. And so I gained a lot from mental skills.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another piece of what Spire does. Again, going back to educating the whole child, not just for school, but for life. But thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Charlie and Saskia, for giving us the time. I really look forward to meeting prospective families and answer your questions and share more stories about Spire with you.